Hello. What are y'all doing? It's 10 till 12. I bet y'all are eating your lunch. Wish I was eating my lunch. Starving to death. About to starve to death. About to starve to death. I thought I would come on here live. So if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay, I am getting prepared for a graduation party for my youngest son. That's what I'm doing. I really need a file. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello, Teresa. Hello. Is it Theresa or Teresa? You just have a H. I always call you Teresa. I think that's right. But then when I see it spelled, I think it's Theresa. As many times as I talk to you, I should know your name, right? But I don't. I don't know if it's Teresa or Theresa. Hey, Brenda. Brenda, let me see what y'all are saying. Hang on. The H is silent. Okay. Then I was right the whole time. Brenda, I ordered Diane plaque. I paid almost $300 for it and got scammed. I don't know if I told you that, but I have been so mad about that. It was like a sign to go outside the peacock enclosure. So now I'm scared to order anything because I'm scared I'll get scammed. But it was something, you know what? It was like an ad and I saw it and I ordered it and I thought it was a legit company and that's my fault. And I paid for it and there were like a gazillion comments talking about people that had ordered it and it was obviously fake. So I have not got my Diane sign to go outside the education center because I got scammed. Makes me so mad. But I was thinking about Diane yesterday because I thought she would be so mad at Facebook right now if she knew that Facebook had done that to me. She would be messaging me. Let's see. Let me read. Yes, I did, Rebecca. I should have known. You know what I mean? That's my fault. I should have known not to, but it was such a cute little plaque. My fault. Diane would be livid right now. No, I didn't buy it through PayPal. That was so dumb of me. But it is what it is. It's my fault. I got scammed and I've got to figure out. I'm going to try to find someone local to make me an in memory sign to go outside the peacock enclosure. So I just haven't had time to do it yet. Let me read what y'all are saying. Hey, Jeannie from Florida. Yeah, Rebecca, I should have known better. I don't know what I was thinking. I just saw it and I got caught up in it because I was like, "Oh, this will be perfect," and so I ordered it. Today my son is we're having him a party, me and his dad, because he is graduating in December with his master's. So we decided to have him a little celebration here. And so we're having I can't say what all we're having because he may be watching me. So anyway, I'm not gonna say, but it starts at 2:00 today and I'm real excited. I'm really excited to have it. Of course, Shane is not here. Imagine that. Shane's hunting. But whatever. Let's see what y'all are saying. Oh, Etsy. That's a good place. Yeah. That's a safe place. That is a safe place. It was supposed to pour down rain yesterday, and it wasn't too bad. So I was worried about everything being a muddy mess today, but it's not too bad. And it isn't overcast right now, but I better look at the weather. Hang on. Let me look at the radar. This morning it showed rain. And I was like, oh no. No, we're good. No rain. It's just cloudy. The sun's not out. But, at least it's not hot. What are y'all doing today? The baby calves? I know. I know. Sh- uh, we have a lot of work to do, y'all. We got to put that fence up. And uh of course, putting this fence up will be a lot easier, I think, than the wooden fence that we have up in the farm now. That took a long time. But what we're doing is, apparently, we learned the hard way with when you have cows, you don't use wooden fencing, because the next thing you know, your fencing is like this. The boards are broke off. Like, it's just, anyway. So down there at the creek, there's going to be 5 strands of barbed wire along with an electric fence. So that should keep little uh, boogers out of our farm, humans and animals. You know what I'm saying? So we do plan to get some donkeys to go down there to protect them. So I'm gonna tell you some little things that I'm worried about. Is Leroy is best friends with Dexter and Dee Dee. Those are his best friends. And I worry about taking Dexter and Dee Dee out of the farm because they've always been there. They don't know any different. Shane makes fun of me, but Dexter is a bit bougie bull. Okay, he don't quite. I don't know if he don't know he's a bull, but we're gonna keep it that way. Is kind of how I feel. But we. I don't know if I take Dexter. Oh, it's just so hard. If I take Dexter and put him down at the creek, Dee Dee is going to flip her lid, and so will Leroy. And I was like, how is this going to? I mean, I keep thinking, well, they will adjust. But see, honestly, animals, I'm going to tell you this. In my experience in the past 6 years of having animals, they do like their own kind. I will tell you. The goats stay together, the alpacas stay together, the cows stay together, the pigs stay together. It's like they do like their kind being around. Like alpaca is a herd animal, so they have to have a bunch. Goats, same thing. So Leroy, he don't know his kind, right? Because he's never had anybody like him in the farm. But he is best friends with Dexter and Dee Dee. And I told Shane, I said, I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, I don't know. So we got some homework to do between now and the time we go get these calves. We do plan to make a little field trip to go to. Oh, I forgot to say this. In my video, Chris sent me, well, somebody commented, I think it was Roxanne. She commented, she goes, oh, I thought you meant Kentucky, the state. And I thought, why is she saying that? Like, what? Why is she saying Kentucky, the state? Like, what is she talking about? And then I got a text message from Chris. He goes, hey, ding dong, you said Kentucky, Alabama. I said, I did? That I got the calves from Kentucky, Alabama? And he was like, "Yes, Judy, you said Kentucky, Alabama." I'm like, "Oh, shoot. I didn't catch that I said that." It's Kentucky, the state. I don't know where I got Kentucky, Alabama, but the calves are in Kentucky, the state, not Kentucky, Alabama. I guess I was just having a bad day that day. I don't know why I said that. You know, old age kicked in or something. But it is Kentucky, the state. And Shane and I do plan to travel there soon to see um, the two little girls. We wanted three, and she had three. And I told her we wanted to purchase three, but she had already sold one. So we stuck with two. And so we'll see. We'll see how all this is going to unfold. I'll be honest with you. We thought about keeping Trace and letting him be the cat daddy down there, but we have not decided. We don't know what we're doing right this minute. I would like to fix Dexter personally. Shane does not want to. We butt heads when it comes to that. I feel like I've made Dexter the bougie bull. And I feel like that, although he would probably love it down there. I know he would. But we've thought about keeping Trace. But if we Shane and I are not on the same wavelength, okay? Because like I don't view animals as this is what we do for a living. I don't know if that makes sense. In other words, like I want to fix Dexter. And he goes, "Do you know that if we fix Dexter, do you understand he's worth nothing?" I don't care what anybody else thinks. He's worth 10 grand for me. He's worth $1,000,000. I don't care. Dexter is not going anywhere. And he was like, "Judy, a cow can live up to 20 years. If Dexter outlives us, let's just say, someone's going to slaughter him." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no." And he was like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." He goes, "If you fix him, he's worth nothing but going to the stockyard and becoming a steak." Well, he's never leaving Snead's farmhouse. So why does it matter? You see how these conversations are going? These conversations are not working well together. And it's basically this. I am cityfied, right? Shane is country bumpkin. City slickers do not understand. Okay. It's hard for me to process what he's talking about because to me, in my head, I want to fix Dexter just because, not that he's mean, he's not, but I feel like it would be safer if I fixed him. And plus, I don't want Dee Dee pregnant every year. Personally, I don't. He was like, "Judy, that's what God puts cows on earth for. They're bred every year. They're not like a human being, Judy. Yes, it would be hard on you if you were pregnant every year, but it's not hard on a cow to be pregnant every year. You just don't understand. Dee Dee is not being in danger because she's pregnant every year." And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I don't want her to be knocked up every time we turn around. That's me. And it's like, Shane is from Mars. I am from Venus, or whatever that book is. We're not on the same page. So therefore, we do nothing until we come to an agreement on what we're going to do. But if I had my choice and everything, and I didn't have Shane over here barking at me, I would Leave Dexter and Dee Dee in Snead's farmhouse. Fix Dexter. I would take Trace because Trace has no horns, and I would put him in the pasture with the girls because they're all almost the same age. Well, no, the girls are younger than him. Sorry. The girls were just born, but Trace is 4 months old or 5. I don't know. He's not that old. So he's going to need to be weaned soon. Okay. And it ain't like we have tried to find a home for him and we haven't been able to find a home for him. And Shane's like, well, let's just take him to the stockyard. Are you flipping kidding me right now? We're fixing to get in a knockdown fist fight. No. Like, no. No, not no, but HE double hockey sticks, no. Back off, Jack. Because I'm about to come conclude. So I feel like if we fix Dexter, leave Dexter and Dee Dee because they're already happy there. Leroy's happy there. They're fine. Let's just fix Dexter, take Trace down there intact, and let him breed. Sounds like a good plan to me. But I got country bumpkin that knows that his hamburgers come from a bull and a cow, and he don't think like me. He don't think like me. So therefore, when you're not on the same page, you do nothing. So as of right now, nothing's being done. But I'm gonna get my way. Dexter, but sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna be a downright defiant wife and not give a crap what he says. And I'm gonna have Dr. Harney come out here and I'm gonna have him clip. And then there's no other choice but to use Trace. I thought about it. Don't get me wrong. I have. But then I was like, oh, Lord, I'll probably be divorced. I better not do that. But I have thought about it. But I want Dexter fixed. But Shane's like, you're putting a death sentence on him, Judy. Not if he doesn't ever leave Snead's farmhouse. It's not a death sentence. He's like, you're putting a death sentence on Dexter. No, I'm not. Dear Heavenly Father, do not let me live. Do not let me die before Dexter. Do not. But it's hard having a farm because, cows are bred, for not very many people think like me. You know what I'm saying? Cows are bred for food, right? Cows are not bred to be snipped and being in a petting zoo and you lay on them and sing. You know what I'm saying? I realize I'm the different one, but it don't matter. You married me. You chose me. You asked me. I didn't ask you. Dude, this is who you married. I want a cow that's snipped in the petting zoo. You take Trace, but I'm trying. This is what I'm doing. If you notice in my videos, you're going to start noticing that if you've been following me for a long time, okay, Trace is Dee Dee and Dexter's third calf. First was Cinco at Chestnut Hills. Second is at Skipper's. She's at a friend of ours' house. And then Trace, okay? Cinco and Skipper literally would let kids lay on them. They were so tame. I mean, the tamest calves you've ever seen in your entire life was here at Snead's farmhouse because I kept them socialized. From the time they were born, I put my hands all over them. I let them smell my scent. I had strangers in the farm every time from the time they were born. Okay, so here comes Trace, the bull calf, for the first time, right? The first time she's had a bull calf. That son of a gun is totally different. from Cinco and Skipper. He ain't having it. He is not having it. He will not let anybody touch him. Now he sits and stares like he wants to, but he will not. Now he will come up and sniff. He'll do it to me. He'll let me, he'll come up and sniff my hand. Y'all saw that in a video recently. He comes up and he sniffs me. But for me to lay on him and sing a song to him ain't happening. It ain't happening. So I'm preparing for the fact that he might be our bull. Well, I got my work cut out for me. You know I'm screaming? I got my work cut out for me because I'm going to tell you something. I'm here to tell you right this minute. Dexter being intact, being as calm and wonderful as he is very rare. Is very, very, very rare. But it's because I am with him every single day. I have him socialized all the time. So, like, he's never, I've been fortunate. But Trace, he's not a bull that you could probably put in a petting zoo. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. But I'm working with him really hard. I am going to conquer Trace. I am. I'm determined. I am determined. He likes me though. And he don't bother anybody that comes into the farm. He doesn't he didn't try to charge them or anything. He's nice, but he's young. He everything hadn't dropped into place yet, if you get what I mean. Yeah, I think I'll win him over, Mary. I think I will. You saw a bull in a Cadillac Escalade? Oh, that would so be me. That would so be me. I would love to teach Mickey to get in the car with me and go to Tractor Supply. Our tater bug one. I would love to be that girl that goes into Tractor Supply with Alpaca. I would. But Mickey's so dang tall. I don't even know if he'd fit in my Jeep. But I'd love to be able to teach him to load in my Jeep and sit there and then go, okay, we're at Tractor Supply. Let's get out. Make him my lead rope and lead them on into the Tractor Supply and say, come on, let's go shopping, or go into the Lowe's. You know what I'm saying? Would I get kicked out? Probably. Yeah, loading and unloading would be the problem. But I think that if I really worked at it, I think I could do it. Taterbug is tame compared to Mickey. Mickey's just like this ADHD kid that's not medicated. He comes at you and he's like, his legs are going everywhere. He'll scare you to death because he comes running. He's so excited to see people. But he did. Jake did. Well, I can't have Jake have one up on me. I need to get. It'd probably be best to get Taterbug. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna start riding him around the neighborhood. Because I don't want him in a trailer. Oh, hang on. I don't want him in a trailer. I want him in my Jeep. And I want him just to sit there with his little head. Would he not be the cutest thing you've ever seen? I would be in heaven. All right, I got a party to go to. I'll post some videos next week and some pictures. There's not going to be that many people. Maybe 20, 25 people here. So it won't be that many, but we're going to have a good time. And I'm proud of my son. He's the, I know he's the only kid or the only person in the Waniger side. I think my dad had a degree, but my mom didn't. Neither one of my grandparents went to college. These balloons. Neither one of my grandparents went to college. None of my cousins went to college. I'm actually the only one with a degree. I have a bachelor's. So my son has his master's come December. So like I'm pretty proud of him. And then on his dad's side, I think he's the only one with a master's on his. There's several that have gone to college and gotten their bachelor's, but not their master's. I don't think. So he's the first one. Hey, we got a smart one in the bunch. It came from me. Woohoo! I must have done something right. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Did something right. Raised him right. All right. Thanks for joining me. My video comes out at 2:45. I think you'll enjoy it. A lot of people have commented about me and the animals being together, that's very soothing. So thank you for reaching out and telling me that, because it helps me keep going. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. I guess Roll Tide. I don't know what you are, but if you're not a Roll Tide fan, I probably just made you mad. But I'm cheering for your team, whoever it is. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.